What's going on, guys? Soul here from the Dual Shock and Sons podcast. Today we are going to be doing a reaction to the Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty official teaser trailer. I've been waiting ever since I got into Cyberpunk through its next gen version back in February, I think. Right, it was that crazy time of year where we had Elden Ring, Dying Light 2, Sifu, and Horizon all at the same time, and I think Cyberpunk also dropped their next gen version in that time frame as well, which was absolutely nuts. So yeah, I played the game for the first time through that next gen patch. So ever since I finished the game, I've been waiting for like more content because I actually like really love Cyberpunk. So yeah, the fact that we're finally getting to see like what comes next for this game is very exciting. So I'm curious to see like where in the timeline is this going to fit? Like, because the game ended the way that it ended, right? So like I mean, do you do it like during that few month span that V had to live, right? Um I would imagine that you have to do it at that point, right? Or do you drop this sometime during the main campaign? Timeline wise, right? Like I don't exactly know where this is gonna fit, but um yeah, I don't know. Like I doubt we're gonna get an answer in this teaser trailer. We'll probably only know once we actually play the thing. But regardless, I'm excited to see like what this thing is even going to look like or what it's gonna be about. So yeah, man, let's get started. Before we actually do get started, I want to remind you guys to like, subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate that. We do a podcast here every single Saturday at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So just talking about gaming news, what's happening in the community, things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to the channel, man. We would love that. So without further ado, let's watch this thing. In 3, 2, 1.
Repeat after me.
Oh.
I, V, do solemnly swear
I, V, do solemnly swear
This music.
that I shall faithfully serve the new United States of America
that I shall faithfully serve the new United States of America.
Whoa.
on behalf of all Americans. I thank you for your service.
Taking that oath.
And Johnny's back.
Bad idea.
Oh, that was so much shorter than I was expecting, man. Phantom Liberty. Okay, coming out next year. Okay, I was really crossing my fingers for this year. Let's read the description, see if they said anything about, because that was really short. I was expecting it to be a little bit more, but sure, it's fine, it's whatever. So yeah, let's actually look at this description. So get ready for Phantom Liberty, a spy thriller expansion for Cyberpunk 2077 set in an all-new district of Night City. Interesting. Also, how are they going to do that? Because, like, at least to my knowledge, like, we explored, it wasn't like there was, a specific, like, what games will usually do, right? Like, I'm thinking back to, like, Assassin's Creed 2, where, like, you had the whole map, but, like, I believe for, like, the Bonfire of the, Venetians or something like that DLC, like, there's a part of the city that was, like, blocked off, right? And I think other games do that for their DLC. At least to my knowledge, Night City was just like, oh, you could access every bit of that place, right? So it's weird that there's like apparently like a new district. I wonder where they're gonna place that in the city, right? Because again, it's not like there was like a portion of this entire city that was blocked off, right? Unless they just kind of like Frankenstein it and just like add a big chunk onto like the top of the map or something. I don't know. Out on like the Badlands or something like that. I don't know, because this new place looked very like, like it's like the slums or something like that, right? Like it gives off that kind of vibe, like it's just like a junkyard kind of place. That whip though, I don't know if that was something that you could unlock in the main game. I never had it, so that was like completely new to me, right? Um, it looked pretty damn cool. I love that area. It was like a botanical garden. That looked pretty cool. Um, it's interesting that Johnny is in this, man. First of all, I didn't think I thought Keanu was gonna wipe his hands of this thing and never come back. But very fascinating that Johnny is in here. I wonder who's that girl on the 30-second mark. The girl who's on the left as like the plane is like coming crashing down. I wonder who that is. Um and yeah, Night City is in the background, so I mean, yeah, I mean it looks like it doesn't look like we're out in the Badlands, or maybe we are. I don't know. Still, regardless, very interesting. Um, but a spy thriller expansion that sounds like. I mean, I feel like that's cyberpunk through and through, right? Um, so that's exciting. Like, cause that's more of like the kind of style of like for this game that I want, right? Like more of like the heist, like that mission from the main campaign, like more like that sort of aesthetic and vibe, right? So I just think that's perfect for this game. That we are doing like a spy thriller. Um, so yeah, I mean, other than that, man, I don't think there's really too much else to really glean from this trailer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder again, just the timeline of this all is just gonna be really fascinating to me. The fact that Johnny is still here is also very interesting, right? Huh. Yeah, very interesting that he's in this. Again, wait, okay, so actually going back to the 30-second mark, the girl the girl that's like on the left side of the screen, and then like as the plane is crashing down, she looks like she's in V's head as well. She has that kind of like effect, right? That like every time when Johnny would show up, he has that effect where it's almost like he's kind of like phasing in and out of V's sort of like vision or subconscious, right? Um and this new character has that very same effect. And I also love that she just like very casually just like walks away from the planet, right? Which is very cool. So yeah, I wonder who she is because, as I said, she has the same exact effect as Silverhand does. So, um, yeah, I wonder if V is gonna get another implant in her head. Um, Very interesting. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this trailer, man. Again, I I thought there was gonna be a lot more to get out of this, um, but yeah, man. Um, yeah. So I guess it is interesting that they are sort of like because the game already feels like big enough, but at the same time, like there were so many other just like countries and places that I feel like we didn't even get to explore. Like this game is ripe for exploration, right? In terms of just like there's so much like untapped potential and factions and different countries and people that you can explore. And yeah, I feel like if we can even just like scratch the surface of just like really uncovering just the shred of like potential that we haven't really touched on, I think it really paves the way for just like endless expansions and endless stories that can be told, right? Because you do see edge runners coming out, right? Which I think is like a new cast of characters, right? And that's the kind of thing that I want to see is just like, yeah, just completely different stories being told in this universe, right? Because, yeah, this feels like Cyberpunk 2077 is like just prime for that. Um, and also a very good idea that they're only going next gen. Very smart. Um, so yeah, man, I'm excited, man. That's gonna do it for this. Please like, comment what you thought of this down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.